Golden State Killer. Imagine it's night, the houses are dark, everyone is asleep. But someone moves in the shadows. He enters homes, steals nothing, but plants fear. For 44 years, no one knew who this mysterious creature was. Until one day, everything was revealed. The nights in Sacramento were quiet, until an unknown shadow entered people's lives. The first reports were very simple. A door had been opened. Someone had walked on the lawn. The backyard gate was left half open. Dogs were growling, but no one had seen anything. A few weeks later, strange things began. Back windows were secretly opened. Drawers were rummaged through, but nothing was stolen. Phone lines went dead at night. Police gave him a nickname, the Night Crawler. But this was only the beginning. Early victims reported that a man with a ski mask, gloves, an unclear face, a gun, a flashlight entered their homes. His behavior was bizarre and terrifying. He waited for hours in the yard before the attack, climbed roofs and fences, knew the interior map of the houses by heart, cut the phone lines before attacking. After finishing, he stayed for hours, ate food, wandered around the house. There was no reason behind these crimes. No robbery, no vendetta. Only fear and control. Police gave him a new name, East Area Rapist. Every time, the same pattern appeared. Victims were selected, not random. He tied up the men, placed dishes on their backs, and said, "If it falls, I'll kill both of you," threatening the women. He wandered around the house for hours. Sometimes rearranged clothes or small keepsakes. No fingerprints. No footprints. No mistakes. This person seemed like a precise demon. Over time, police realized he watched victims for days, memorized their routines, used rooftops as escape routes, studied some houses for weeks, was even seen sleeping behind bushes before an attack. He wasn't just a criminal. He was a full-time predator. After dozens of attacks, terror entered a new stage. In 1978, a husband and wife were murdered in their home. With rope. No robbery. No sign of the killer's identity. Police finally understood. The attacker had become a serial killer. But still, no clue about who he was. When Sacramento police deployed special units, the attacks suddenly stopped. Everyone thought it was over. But 500 kilometers away, new crimes began. Couples were murdered. The ropes were the same. The knots were the same. The method of entry was the same. The violence had increased. Police investigated 3 cases and finally admitted the old East Area Rapist was the same new killer in Southern California. He now received another new name, Original Night Stalker. But again, identity? Nothing. In the 1980s, police believed this killer had died, been imprisoned, or left the country. The case went cold. For years, no one heard anything. But the DNA remained in storage. Tiny seeds of the future. When DNA technology advanced, investigators decided to submit the killer's DNA into public genetic databases. Contrary to what you might think, they didn't find the killer, nor his close family. But they found one small thing, a very distant relative, 7th-degree kinship. The name wasn't even important, but from that one clue, police built a 2,500-person family tree. Then, one by one, people were eliminated. Women were eliminated. Elderly men with no connection were eliminated. Children were eliminated. People outside the region were eliminated. Anyone not in that area in the 1970s was eliminated. In the end, only one man matched the time, place, and patterns exactly. But police still weren't 100% sure. They needed his real DNA. Detectives surveilled the man's house for weeks. He was a middle-aged man, quiet, calm, suburban, living a completely ordinary life. One day, when he left the house, they found a tissue in his trash can. The DNA on the tissue was sent to the lab. The result, a perfect match. DNA from all the crime scenes matched the DNA on this man's tissue. After 44 years, the creature of the night was found. When police entered his house, he only said one sentence. "You thought you wouldn't catch me, huh?" His name, Joseph James DeAngelo. And the shocking part, he had been a police officer years earlier. Someone who knew the law, knew how to escape, and how to leave no trace. The silent shadow, the East Area rapist, the Southern killer. After his arrest in April 2018, when he was alone in the interrogation room, he told officers, "I committed all the murders." Then he claimed the real culprit was someone named Jerry, saying he had an inner personality that forced him to commit the killings, rapes, and burglaries. In his own words, "He made me do it. He was with me, like he's in my mind, part of me. I didn't have the strength to push him out. I ruined all their lives. Now I must pay for it." In court, he repeated several times in a quiet, strained voice, "I admit to the murders and assaults." Important notes about these confessions. DeAngelo tried to escape responsibility by claiming a second personality named Jerry. This defense did not work. The prosecution said he fully understood what he was doing, meaning he was responsible. With DNA evidence, documentation, and his confessions, he admitted to 13 murders and dozens of assaults, and the case was officially closed. In 2020, he was officially convicted of 13 murders, 50 assaults, dozens of rapes, over 100 burglaries. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole. After 44 years of evasion, the case was closed.